the order on the grid is Francis Pombo, João Figueiro, Augusto Illanes, Antonio Almeida, Wanamar Gulen, Jaime Figueres, Jorge Soler, João Lopez, Callum Nibbit, Carmelo Baldo, Nuno Rebello, who's got his wheel back on again, has he? Yes, otherwise he actually would have called a 10-minute delay, wouldn't he? We're counting down. We are go for the B Euros final 2014, 45 minutes, and they're off. They look like a clean start, and they're off quite 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are away well. Problem for car 7, spinning it looked like backwards, and this time the mechanic's actually running. After last time they nearly got completely crowned. So it looks like 10's had a bad start. That's Baldo, and the rest have got away pretty much in order as they now begin to start the first lap of what is a 45-minute trip. 4 or 5 pit stops we expect, and a bad bounce sees Pombo lose the lead as he comes down off the thing, and it's Figueredo who goes through into first place. In third, it is the blue machine of car 4, and then it's car 3 who are battling, and that is Almeida from Illanes. British fans will know that Niblet currently in his starting place of 9th. So they stretch out. 1. So it's 2 from 1, from 4 from 3. Then it might be 5, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it is Wanamar Gulen who's battling with 3, and they all sort themselves out, trying to rescue. Don't want to have a problem too early in the first few laps and fall over, because you'll drop right down the field. Very clean start. But already, oh, I better say, Figueroa makes a huge mistake. And there's an accident there on the middle of the whole bridge, and the whole thing's turned to carnage. And the car 4 of Almeida ended up a real loser out there. So let's pick up the leaders again. It's still leading now is Pombo. Figueroa lost a huge amount of space there. I think he's down in 5th. And just moving into 2nd there. If we drop back, and let's get the next cars, please, Frank. Is 2nd and 3rd. And that is, I think, the 4 and the 3, but that may have changed again. A little bit out of my vision range. I haven't got all the colours in my head yet. But Pombo were a huge advantage there after mistake of Figueroa in the second part of the double D. Lots of shouting. So it is Pombo. 2nd place, car 3, Illanes, hooray! And 3rd place is car 8, João Lopez coming up. So Augustin Illanes into 2nd place. And behind them, the 4th and 5th are close. 2nd and 3rd are close, and 4th and 5th are close. And that's car 2 of the recovering Figueredo. And I think it is Soler Diaz in 7. Jorge Soler Diaz. And that's your top few. And behind some scrapping, 5 and 4 have made bad starts. Niblet's upside down in front of me. But the battle is 2nd and 3rd, trying to get the 2nd, 3rd and 4th. And what's happening is the basic ground speed of Figueredo is pulling him quickly towards the 2nd and 3rd as they go round. Turn left, and they're about to go into the turns, the triple for Team Durango, and over the big double, and still in 2nd place it's car 3 of Augusto Illanes. Lopez is 4th, but Figueroa is really catching up, and we can see that battle now. Figueroa, the 3rd of those cars, is probably where we need to be. He's got the pace, and they come now to TV turn 1, looking to get inside Lopez. Trying again, so he caught up with them so quickly, hopping a long way behind. Illanes, Lopez and Figueroa. Oh, when he takes it back, he's got to be careful. He's dropped down and some unhappy people there. All this is like Pombo to get away. It has to be said, I don't think at the moment that Augustine has quite the right amount of speed to keep up with Pombo. Figueroa is probably the other quick one, but he keeps making mistakes and he's dropping back. So he's in 4th, 2nd and 3rd. There's our 4th place man. Back of the camera, front of the shot is 3rd place, Lopez. Up through the EFRA elbow. And once again, Figueroa has to think about how is he going to get past that. But this is the battle for 2nd with Illanes and Lopez, with Figueroa catching them up. Illanes running a very conservative. Let's keep the car on the island. Let's see what we can do and worry about it a bit later. Drop back now by 3.7 seconds from Pombo. He's got a couple of tenths ahead of Lopez. And he's up. Oh, that's the 3 upside down. So that's him out of contention at the moment. More problems are interesting. So now, running and away, and he's dropped down to 4th. They're all battling around TV turn 1, but this is the battle for 3rd now, which includes Figueroa, who had another problem. And getting in the mix is the 6th of Juan Figules. But the big winner out of this is Pombo, whose lead, as they again get involved with each other, His lead was 3.7 seconds. It's now going to be much larger, and that lead will be in front of Lopez and not Ilianes. Already clicked another lap has Pombo. Ilianes, Lopez next over, 4.8 seconds back. Figueroa, 8.3. Oh, we have two Figs. That's a bit difficult. Figueroa and Figueroa. So it's Figueroa who's third and Figueroa who's fourth. And Ilianes is now down to fifth. And that's the battle you see in front of us. The two, the three, the two Figs. No, it is the two who's got through now. So Figueroa now has got through that melee, as has Ilianes. So they've now resettled themselves out. So it's 1 from 8 from 2 from 3. And settling down now, the number 2, the Kyosho of Figueroa. Now he's got to get the metal down, try and catch up the 8, the RB everything of Lopez. So we need to move forward. Let's move forward to turn 1. And now the car 2 there is about to go to turn 2. As he's the car on the move. You need to move one car further forward, Frank. That's it, yep. Onto the EFRA elbow. He's the only man who's got the same sort of speed as Pombo in the lead, but Pombo's already got 8 seconds on him. So he's got a long time. He's got a long time to go. 6 minutes down, 39 to go. He's got plenty of time to do this, but he's got a lot of work as they go through the 2 triple. This is double D through the Team Durango triple, of course. And thanks to Team Durango, thanks to VRC Pro that we're here. And you can see their logos all the time in crystal clarity on the left-hand side of your screen. On the right-hand side of the screen, thanks to RC Timing, you can see where everyone is in the positions. And also thanks to James Parry as well. So thank you to all the people who have helped us to bring you this today and yesterday and a small bit on Friday. But obviously this is the sort of standard stuff we will bring to you throughout the European season, which kicks off in about a month's time with a double header of the 1/10th Off-Road Euros from Trelleborg in Sweden from Monday till Saturday. And then from Thursday to Saturday, we'll be having some fun in Portugal in Villarreal. So it's still Pombo leading, and that lead is 5 seconds now. Figueroa is catching up, as you can see. It's only 7. It's only 7 when it was 9, and he is also catching up car 8. So this is the man on the move. This is why we're with him. Any second now, he can start thinking about challenging for second. But if he can keep the constant running going. Working our way through the 8th minute of 45, and we're going to come up soon to the first pit stops. Will give us an idea of how many stops everyone needs to make. And in for fuel has come car 8 and car 2, so they're running 7.5 minute fuel stops. That's really surprising. Car 3's in, car 4's in, all of them coming in there at 7.5 minutes, so not massive gas mileage being obtained by these people. They'll go at 7.5, they'll go at 15, they'll go at 22, they'll go at 30 and 47, so it's a 5-stopper. So we need to wait for this to unwind, because that's going to throw the cat amongst pigeons, because Pombo hasn't had to stop in car 1. And car 1 has just stopped for fuel beneath me, so he's also on a 7.5 minute, 8 minute strategy. So we wait now to see what happens. It does seem that through that strategy again, and during that procedure, the second and third change round. So somehow losing third, Lopez lost second position in the pits and the pit stops, and into second has gone Figueroa. So Figueroa now has gone second. He isn't 11 seconds behind like it shows there, because Pombo made a stop. So this is now our second place man who's chasing down the leader, who is probably 6 ahead, not 11, because he did stop on that lap. But the timing beam is before the entry to the pit, sort of just as they peel off to the right to get into the pit lane. So Figueroa in the Mugen Orion machine with Yunichi Kanai, the multiple world champion, spannering for him, which is quite good. He now, as I say, got within 5 seconds. So it's a 5-second gap. Our leader now moves into TV1 as our second place man turns into the start of TV. There's our third man, and in fourth now it's Ilianes as the race says. Numo Pueblo is fourth in car 11. Antonio Almeida is in sixth. Juan Figuz is seventh. Soler Diaz, Jorge Soler is eighth. Carl Nibbit ninth. And it looks like, unfortunately, Navarro had a problem, and he is not running. So he actually doesn't seem like he got 3 laps, and that was it. Everyone else is within half a minute of the leader. So he's set off quite well, but they are still all keeping up a reasonable amount of pace. But we have lost car 12. Navarro. So good he named it twice. Now, actually, what's happened here is there's been some problems for car 2, as you've seen, and actually catching him up again is car 8. So the good early run, Figueroa's lost a little bit of pace and allowing the lead to be stretched out by Pombo, who's got a lead probably approaching 7 or 8 seconds. I think Figueroa really can catch him up, but he's going to have to put in a huge succession of really good laps. Otherwise, Pombo, who's been absolutely the class of the entire field for really, I would say, the entire meeting, is going to find in 35 minutes' time he becomes the Euro B champion. Let's move back a little bit. We've been on the 2 for a while. Let's pick up some action further down the field. In fact, we'll go back one now to third place back, was the 8 and 3. So that is the 8 of Lopez and the 3 of Auguste Ilianes, battling over the bottom spot on the podium. Green Machines Ilianes, lovely man. We love him.
We do, don't we? Yes. Very generous.
He's and I'm sure how Lopez, I don't know, is also a lovely man.
They're all lovely men.
Everyone's lovely.
To the best of our knowledge.
Yes.
Oh.
They come down, and the distance now between them is only 0.7 of a second. So Ilianes has got a bit of a second win. In fact, they've also Figueroa is being reined in as well. So the leader's getting away, and second, third, and fourth are concertining up. So Ilianes are looking to move for the third and trying to get past Lopez. Going TV2 down the VRC Pro straight up through the EFRA elbow. That hole has stayed relatively undug on the upstroke. They're on the short shoot through the kink, and they're going to brake now hard for car park turn before they line her up for no name triple and then round the wall of death. And they go, Lopez turns for the motorhome turns for the Team Durango triple, and they put the power down for the double Ds. And those 3, second, third and fourth now, are getting very close. It's definitely Figueroa's lost some pace since the pit stop. And it wasn't a good lap for Ilianes, in fairness, but what has happened is a worse lap, in fact, for Figueroa. What happened really was that Figueroa and Ilianes stayed the same distance apart, but the number 8 of Lopez moved forward relative to the second place man and closest 4 and away from 4. But they're now all beginning to get it back into a groove again, about a second apart. So there's your second place man. And we'll let him run through the frame, and there's your third place man, and let him run through the frame. There's your fourth place man. So Ilianes and pick up and run with him, with the fourth place man. The green car, and that's in front of him, and that is the second. So that's again another error for car 2, and that puts Lopez into second place. Ilianes moves to third, and down to fourth goes Figueroa. So, and Figueroa's back inside again in the corners, just out of camera. So Figueroa, he's not using the speed the car has, though I question it's got the speed at the moment. He just went out of the traps like a scalded cat. But unfortunately, he's currently had the direction and stability of a scalded cat recently. He's been falling over, and he hasn't, as a scalded cat would do, landed on his feet each time.
Every single time they do that.
So we're 13 minutes down, 32 to go. So coming up to quarter distance. Bit of a benefit for Lopez at the moment. This is our second place man. So Pombo, Lopez is in second. He's gained a couple of seconds that lap. So it must be a little bit of a problem off camera for our number 1. They picked it now to 4. And Ilianes is just behind by a second. So this is the battle on track for second and third. They are currently both reining in the leader as they go through TV2 and get a chance to finally put the hammer down to the VRC Pro straight before they go through the EFRA. They're always modulated the throttle. They get one really good chance to absolutely blat it, and that's down the VRC Pro straight. So the wall of death now, all taking it nicely. And now it's a chance of lining yourself up. They're all being very circumspect, like the Team Durango triple, because you go off to the right on the camera, left on the camera, right on the track, you just disappeared a big hole, and you might actually hit our camera, which we're very upset about, because we haven't got time to reset it now.
That's just it's not recording.
That's
if it's
true.
Recording and you hit it, that's not so bad.
That is very
you get
true.
a nice replay for the TV show.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah.
We have a TV show, you know.
We do have a TV
RC
show.
Racing TV show on a Motors TV every month around Europe, and also on the internet where we get a chance to reprocess one of them.
Yeah.
Is that being done now?
Nah.
Is Parry listening? Is he doing it?
No, I'm doing it.
Oh, you're doing it. Okay, fine. So second and third, still very close, but still not near. Let's see how Pombo had a 4 and a bit second lead, and second pit stop time already. We are at 15 minutes. That makes sense as Ilianes comes in a lap before everyone else drops back. That'll come. This is not going to be a. We are a third of the way through in a lap in about 10 seconds time. So he's coming a lap before everyone else, and he's got a little bit tied up with one of the other cars as they came out the pits there. So what will happen now is I would think in the next lap we'll see Lopez and Pomerode come in.
5, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So let's can you move forward to the leader who's going over the triple now, I think. Here he comes. So that's our leader, Pomerode. Oh, he made a bit of a bad. He made a big mistake there, but he got away with that. It was a bit of luck. So he managed to curse the manager who's leading the race and staying in the race by coming to him. I would imagine he'll be going to the pits at the end of this lap. As you can see, Ilianes has dropped well off now, 12 seconds. That's a pit stop. Lopez is actually gained during this phase of the race. He's only 4 seconds behind. Both Lopez and Ilianes owe us a pit stop. They're not going to be able to save a stop at the moment. They're both winning too early for their first stop. I think Ilianes went in rather early for his second stop, so just running it safe. There we go. Pombo, and indeed the leader does come into the pits now. The gun goes up. The gun goes in and into past goes the 10 car that come out about already a lap down. And I think the second place man also hit the pitted end as well. That was a really, really good pit stop. Car 8 pitted 2. We got now in amongst the back markers, 10 and 9. Niblet's being lapped, as has Baldo. And at the end of all that, the net loser was Ilianes, and the net gainer, I would say, was our second place man Lopez. But we'll wait to see when it comes around this lap. Lopez had lost a couple of seconds the previous lap. I think probably braking, he may be braking already because he's at a different part of the pit stop. And there we go, Pomerode goes over. Clicks another lap. In second place, Lopez. He's 3.5 seconds behind, so he did gain a half second during that sequence. Ilianes dropped a second and a half. So our leader, behind him directly, is a back marker, and then behind him is car 8 of Lopez. And then behind him is a back marker, and then behind him is the third man of Ilianes. Figueiredo is still trying to come back, but he's 12 seconds back after a succession of accidents. So that's our leader. Let him run through shot. Leader runs through shot. That's a back marker crashing, and that's our second place man getting taken out. Oh no. Oh, and again, terrible marshalling. So our second place man gets taken out by confusion with the bumper. So Ilianes now picks up second. They jump together, but they are second. And Niblet kind of actually helps the number 8 there. He kind of nudged him on. So second and third changes position. Great lap for Pomerode. Didn't even do anything, Pombo. He just literally just drove round, and he's gained another couple of seconds laps. So he's 6.5 in the lead. As you can see, this is the battle of a second as they go through TV turn 2. Ilianes and certainly the car 8 of Lopez got a little bit unsettled and unhappy about that accident. He's just got to relax down. Ilianes on the Mugen Seiki and Lopez on the RB. So they land now, and we are now 18 minutes down, 26 minutes to go. We're not quite at halfway. Still wait for unwind. It's looking good for Pomerode, though he lost some time in that. We're running a clean lap. Ilianes Augustin has done a pretty good job and gained well. So we need to be a little bit tighter, Frank. And that's now on our third place man. That's great. That's Lopez. He needs to try and catch up to Ilianes. And that's not him. That's someone else wandering over the track in a kind of drunken way. And there's his prey, who's just turned for the no-name triple before him. And again, they often stutter as they line themselves up for this one. There's Ilianes. There's Lopez. There's a back marker. Oh, and Lopez has got a bad corner there. I think he did drop a little bit of time. And in fact, Ilianes dropped from 3/10 to Pomerode there. And Lopez dropped about a second. So it is... Oh, no. What's happened? Bad drive there from Lopez. He caught the tyres, didn't get it right. And Ilianes and Lopez has dropped through to second. So a little tiny mistake there. Milianes, and suddenly that second and third gone. So let's stick with the green machine now. Let's always stick with the chaser rather than the leader. It's always easier to chase than to lead. So that was unfortunate for him, but that's good news again for Pombo off camera, because his lead will go up again this time by virtue of the fact that it's judged from the 8 second, his 6.4 second lap lead is now going to go probably nearer to 8. And that's a stop, and that's an early stop. A stop-go, they're going to stop-go to car 3. That is insult to injury. That's what Iliana's got to stop-go for. It must have been for careless overtaking. That's not done him any good. And he's now a long way back. Pombo has an 8.5 second lead from Lopez. Ilianes is going about 4 seconds back behind that now. Third and fourth, and the battle around there. So Ilianes sitting here, and another problem there as he has clipped the corner or something. There's 3 cars behind him. It's a bit of a pain sometimes when you're trying to do your own race and it's getting constantly confused. But I think that, yes, the second of those cars is Figueroa. So that's now third and fourth are together. Third Ilianes, and fourth, the fast running but often crashing Figueiredo is now close. That's fourth, gaining on third. And the gap, as you can see, is about a second. 1.3, it's 9 seconds virtually the lead. Lopez is 5 seconds near enough on Ilianes, and then you just have from that the merest smidgen of a second or two. And this is our Figueiredo, and behind him Jorge Soler is not too far back either in 5th. So our leader has a very comfortable lead, but he's not one major accident, and that comfortable lead disappears. And we're looking at the 4th place man. That was the 3rd place man going up Cameron. The 4th place man having a huge tank slapper coming off the Team Durango triples through the doubles, double Ds, and Lopez's lead. Lopez has dropped back, so Lopez is in their clutches. And in fact, it is Lopez now. Move forward one car, please, Frank. And that is now the battle for second, because Lopez made a mistake. And it's all great news for Pombo. His lead now is out to 11 seconds as the second, third, and fourth are just constantly squabbling. So car 8, Lopez, is now right with Ilianes, and Ilianes, he always had to drive. He's trying to fly over him as they go through the king, and now turn and get in the upside of the car park turn. So you get the big triple. Problem for behind. Figueiredo made a mistake as well, so he's having a horrible zone, dropping out this battle for second and third. Lopez very, very careful to make sure he had the Team Durango triple lined up to turn it over the double Ds. Ilianes has slightly dropped in that lap, and the gap has gone out to 13 seconds. Pombo is having a party because everyone else is holding each other up. Pombo's lead has gone out by 9 seconds in the last few laps because he's just carried on turning round. Everyone else has been tripping over each other. And second and third, Lopez from Portugal, Ilianes from Spain. Our leader Pombo is Spanish, and our 4th place man is Portuguese. And they come down, good landing where he is. Gave him some good run as he comes in for fuel again as we now get close. Both coming for fuel, and now at the halfway mark, 22.5 down.
Problems there.
And there's a problem there. Who's 4? We've got a problem with Almeida in 4th. Problem for Ilias as well. So Ilias had a few second problem as well. So pits stops didn't go well, and everything that happens at the moment seems to be making things easier for Pombo. And this is now a battle for 3rd and 4th, I think, or it may be actually a battle for 4th and 5th. Pombo are coming to pits after the end of this next lap, and he will be halfway down. He's going to be 12, probably 15 seconds ahead. He's 18 seconds ahead from Lopez. Figueiredo is in 3rd. Soler Diaz is in 4th. Ilianes, after that pit stop problems, is in 5th, but he is now within sighting distance of 4th, which is Jorge Soler. And he needs to get up the inside of TV turn, but that was nicely blocked by Soler. And some of the jumps here, I think Ilianes is getting a little bit rattled halfway through the race. Needs to just calm it down. There's still a very good chance of a podium, though I'm not sure if there's a massively good chance of a win now, because I think our leader really would need almost a mechanical issue for this not to happen. With 20 minutes to go, there's a long way to go, as they say. But he has looked very consistent, and that's not just in this final, that's all weekend. And as a coming together now on the main straight, I think the loser there was car 7, who Sola, and there's Iliadis getting past Sola in a kind of a, I'm not sure he may have got a stop go there. There was some words and down. I think it was a kind of watch it rather than a stop go. Not shouting, not unhappy people. Upside down in the middle of the track is car 4 of Alvaro Mendes, who's in 5th, so he gives a bit of breathing room to Iliadis in 3rd. Pombo in 1 is still massively ahead. So it's Pombo from Lopez, Iliadis is 3rd, Solodio's 4th, Almeida is 5th, Figueiredo is 6th. I think he may move forward in a second. And they cross the lap. It's a 14-second lead for Pombo from Lopez. This man is 3 seconds behind Lopez. Can he catch up for second? Iliadis. Let's move forward to Lopez, who's going through timing 2 and going down the VRC Pro straight now. That's his quarry. That's Lopez, who's made a mistake. He's going to get him, I think. That's an interesting reinterpretation of the track. Oh, it's gone wrong. And into second place goes Iliadis. But what really happened there was Pombo got another free 3 or 4 second lead. He hasn't had to do anything because everyone else has been crashing behind him. If we'd shown Pombo on camera, you would have just seen a car going round. These boys have been having some great racing action, but also some Keystone Cops moment. But this is the second and third battle. And you see it's now a 17-second lead for Pombo. Francisco, who's not getting a TV time because he's just too good. And second and third, very, very close. Lopez now really wants to get Iliadis back for second. And it's always great to be on the podium. If you can't win, the podium's the next best place. And after that, it's in the bar. It's the next best place.
Jacuzzi.
With Sexy Vimto.
Who's she?
No, it's a drink. Turning tight. Iliadis actually managed to stretch the lead out there in second, but didn't gain anything on Pombo, and that's the key point. They've got to settle down in the next 18 minutes and try and put a concerted gain on Pombo. I don't think Pombo's the fastest car here. He doesn't need to be. He has no need to be the fastest car here because people are losing 3 seconds accidents all the time.
He must be driving a long way within himself.
Yeah, he'll have the information. He'll know how far he is ahead. And he's probably a second off what he can do each lap. But that doesn't matter. And Iliadis makes a small mistake and drops second and third, changes again as a small mistake. And suddenly in comes Lopez to second. And watch Pombo's lead go out by another second. Both line up nice for Team Durango Triple. They're going to come over the Durango Double. Not the Durango Double, it's the Double D. Sorry, I'm double sponsoring an event. And this is the Euro B, of course. And we're here thanks to EFRA. We are RC Racing TV. Find us on www.rcracing.tv. This is the Euro B. We're going to be back with 7 weeks of Euro A action starting in about a month's time. And we'll be all over Europe and covering all the EFRA classes. So second and third are putting up a fine battle. But unfortunately, the net result is they're just dropping back from our leader. So Pombo, Francesco, who TQ'd the first 2 rounds, I think 3 of the 4 rounds yesterday, so the first 2, was pole in his semi and was pole in the final. Now has a lead of 17.1. So you see, they did a really clean lap and then he lost 0.4, but it doesn't matter with 17 minutes to run. And a couple more pit stops. So second place Lopez and third place Iliadis. Constantly battling, about to go through TV2. Down the straight, the VRC Pro, and up the hills, the EFRA 2 wheels for our green car. Let's just stick with the chase some more on the leader. And he's now lined himself up for the triple and getting close now. Lopez just didn't get a very good drive out of that one, so they're much closer than they were. So Lopez, fly and land over the Durango triple. Here come the double Ds again. Another lap completed. And what's the gap? 17.1. No gain, no loss. And unless Pombo, Marshall running, and that unsighting has allowed Iliadis to get through there. That was very much a case of Marshall running across the front of it. I think that's slightly unsighted. Oh no, he's going to let that go. That tippy-tappy top stuff, that is going to cause them problems because they are going to just lose time with each other. In the words of a well-known race announcer, work together, guys, work together. Because this constant battling, all this is doing is handing the Euro B Championship on a plate to Francesco Pombo. And fair enough, he's a deserving plate holder. They're going to jump together. They're going to land together. Just a better first half jump by Iliadis. But oh, what a fantastic overtake by Lopez there. That was amazing. He just got the drive coming through the corner, swept through, clean as a whistle. No complaints, no foul, no anything. No harm, no foul. Now the double into the TV turn 2, and he's got past him, but they lost a second during that lap. And 18 ahead now is Pombo, and he's now made a mistake. He can lose it back again. So all that marvellous overtaking was completely spoilt by Lopez. Very sportily waited, which is good, and he was told well done by by Dallas. But these two are racing. It's great racing. It's fantastic. It's great to watch, but it's for second place, and it could be for first. And up for both stopping again. So this is exciting. Who's going to come off in the second and third battle? Fire down, both down together.
Oh.
So those guns work well. They're both down together. And the lead goes out to 19.9. Though Pombo has to stop yet. And you do have a slightly slower lap when you come in. And Iliana, but it's Figueroa now, I think, has caught them up into third. So that's Figueroa joining the party in 2. So we now have second, third and fourth together, and Solo makes another mistake again, trying to turn too sharp right into the second part of the EFRA elbow. Lines it up nicely. So with Lopez, who is running in third. So Lopez in third, Figueroa in fourth. So Mendez may have got through, but past all of them. He has. So Almeida is in. No, he's not. He's dropped down. He was just picked up. So it's now a 23-second lead for Pombo. He's got a stop to make to come down to about 18 again. And this is the battle for third between the very fast in patches Figueroa and the very fast in patches Lopez. And they're trying to catch up the very fast in patches Illanes, and all of them have failed to catch up the consistently pretty quick Pombo. So Francisco is currently doing what's called a textbook race. So good. A bit like Sebastian Vettel last year in F1. You never saw him at the end of the races because he was just ahead. There's no point showing him. There's no point with us showing your leader. Guarantee he's still absolutely... Oh, and off the side went Figueroa there. And he's going to make up and stop for fuel. He's dropped off. So Ilianes is in second. And we now have a kind of a more spread out situation. So it gives us a chance perhaps to have a little bit of a ride with our leader, who I assume is about to... Yeah, he's now about to come over the triple, the Team Durango triple, and start another lap of utter domination with the Mugen Secchi. Francesco Pombo. And as he's on his own, let's go as tight as we can. The final tightness. And now comes down through the TV turn. Comes back up. There's 4 jumps here. 4 bumps, sorry. And he's doing double for TV2. Power down the VRC Pro straight. And he'll hop up through F for elbow. It's a short suit with a little kink. Then he has to go over the double and brake hard for the car park turn before he takes a no-name triple. It's the wall of shame, wall of death, through the motorhome and then over the Team Durango triple. You go a bit wide now, Frank. That was great camera work. Thank you very much. Look like you want to say something, Matt.
Well, not that we wish it on him at all, but the only thing that really stands in the way of him taking this Euro B is from the way he's driving and how good he is at being consistent, is massive mechanical failure. It's probably the only thing that stands in his way.
He's now about 3 accidents ahead.
Yeah.
So if it keeps rolling, unless, we have seen it before. Remember seeing it in the large scale last year, but tyres came up and fell off when we thought they won.
That was the other point I was going to make, is that this is a lot longer than we've seen them run ever before at this event. I mean, it's more than twice the length of the semi. So this is a long final. They don't do tyre changes, do they? They do just have to get hotter and hotter and keep their concentration.
That's an excellent point I should have made already. We are now, obviously, they're now 15 minutes further than they've really gone. They've only gone 20 minutes in the race action before. They're now, obviously, 33 minutes into this race, 11 to go. So a long way further than they've been. The tyres are probably getting a bit of grip. There's not a huge amount of tyre wear. Apparently they can... they'll get 2-3 heats out of set tyres, so they should have no problem with the tyres going too bald. But the grip will be going down. They'll have less grip than they had to begin with. Pombo has an 18-second lead. The man you're watching here is 8, and the car looks lovely. If you actually watch the car as it comes over the doubles, it's been at the double Ds now. It's so lovely now. Just interestingly, his car's looking a little bit stiffer than it did yesterday.
He's slapping it about a little bit more now.
It was very, very smooth. Yesterday I watched it, and it was like it was going through knife through butter. It's so silky.
Well, perhaps you could also make the point that this is possibly the highest level a lot of them have ever competed at before. Got further than they have done before, and as well as fatigue and mechanical fatigue and driver fatigue, there's obviously going to be nerves as well. And as we get closer and closer to becoming a European B champion, that's going to be playing on his mind as well.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it though, does it? Land, soft, turn, through the D's, up. The car, interestingly, considering how well he's doing, he has changed the setup, because that car is much, much stiffer than it was yesterday, where it was literally creaming itself through the those double Ds, and now it's sitting a little bit stiffer.
Well, has he got a racy setup and a qualifying setup or something like that?
I would think what he's probably found is as the temperature's different, the track's different, he's probably just thought, yeah, that was a nice soft thing, now I need to have it a little bit more reactive. And you're probably right, he probably wants something that's a little bit more edgy or front end, because he didn't know he was going to be in the lead. He didn't know he was going to have this space. He thought he might have been fighting. We're fighting setup. So we're now down to the last 10 minutes, Matt, and they are reasonably spread out. First, Ilianes was second by 17 seconds. A good move forward by Antonio Almeida during this race. He's now in third. Juan Figul is in fourth. Hal Lopez is in fifth. Jorge Soler is sixth. Hal Figueredo is in seventh. Juan Willen is in eighth. Nino Rebello ninth. Callan Niven is 10th.
Wow.
And our leader's on his roof. And he's got going again. So that was looking bad for a second there, but he got going again. You can say, oh, he's going to flame. No, he's not.
He's had one of his 3 mistakes, though, hasn't he?
Yeah, so let's see. He was 19 seconds in the lead. Let's see how much he's in the lead now. My guess is 15. As the car sits and around the wall of death. There's a lot of shouting again from the pit lane behind me, which normally means someone's about to pit or there's a panic going on. And he comes down and he'll cross the line. He'll reset the timing beam now. And we now need to wait for Auguste Ilianes to come through in second place and see whether he's gained much from before. It's probably at least 14 seconds. It's like waiting for a baby for the timing beam to be peaked. Is 14.7.
Good guess.
I do this quite a lot. So Ilianes is second. He's got a 2-second lead over Almeida, who's been really moving forward. So let's go and see our second place man, who's now through about to go through TV2. The green car and the car behind him, the blue car. Let's drop back to the following car, which is a blue car. We've not seen Almeida much. He's car 4, but he's in
no, you
third
were on
place
him. You
now.
were on him, Frank.
Oh, sorry, Frank. It's the blue car now going round the car park turn and lining up for the triple and through the wall's death. So that is our. That's it. The blue. That's brilliant. That's the second one. He is Almeida. He's currently running in fourth, but he has been slightly eating into Ilianes, who's actually I think sort of fuel now. So he'll pick up third for a lap. So we'll stay with him. As Ilianes has made a pretty simple fuel stop. No issues there. So it's Antonio Almeida who's now running in a net second. Now we think he owes us a petrol, a bit of a drink he's going to need to get going as he goes through T2. And he goes to the EFRA turn. Pomodo has a lead of 15 seconds. He just ticks another lap. This is our second place man now, maybe only temporary until he comes in for a stop. Will he come for a stop this time? It will be his last petrol stop. There's only 7:15 to go. So that was Ilias' last stop. A last stop needs to be made by everyone, of course.
Oh, he's
had a problem.
Mistake on the entrance.
And he's made, he's kind of bouncing off the side there. Fuel's gone in a kind of a non-stop, I'm looking away sort of way. And he will not have picked, and in fact he's come out quite a lot. Yeah, it was a bad stop. He's come out a long way behind Ilias. So he's a long way back. Ilias now is, as he goes round T1, has already onto the EFRA elbow. So that's a bit unfortunate. There was a problem in the pits, like we said, at entry as well. And Almeida's push for third may well not even be third. He may well be, in fact, he's got fourth, he's getting in and around the cars of third and fourth. Ilianes goes below us, and he is 10 seconds behind because, of course, our leaders just made a fuel stop. So we are 10 seconds different with 6 minutes to go. I'm keeping an eye on our leader, see if anything happens to him, because unless something does, nothing's going to happen to this race overall. Pombo, brilliant piece of driving. And we're with the 4 of third place Mendez, who's got about a second lead. So the car behind him, I think that's right, actually. I think that's not got a pit stop taken into account. There's car 12 struggles, and upside of his roof, as the other cars are just going round, really. One car is just going around. It's Pombo. He's completed 55 laps. There's 5:37 to go. He pulled out half a second of the lead there. He's now 11 up. As over goes our man, Almenda in third, 16 back. And indeed, Figueredo had dropped well off there. He was showing much closer. Blue and the green buggy of Antonio Almadia, looking like he might pick up a podium slot. In third in this, the EFRA Euro B Buggy 2014. Being worried by a Percy's lap, which is a bit naughty. Oh, second place man clicks again, and it's 11 seconds, so he's not gained anything in the last 2 laps, not lost much either, but only 4.5 minutes to go. So we are in a situation where Pombo can still lose it to Llanes, but he's going to need to make a monumental error. This is our third place man. The two Figs, Figueres and Figueredo, are getting close behind. 6 and 2. Let's drop back to 6 and 2. They're going around TV. They're going TV2 now. So Figueres is the pink car leading those two, with the yellow winger behind him is Figueredo. I think really has had more speed in the position he's currently in here. He should really have been up in second or third at worst. He's currently down in fifth, mainly because it's been a succession of little tiny errors. And Ilianis takes 4/10 out of the leader Pombo in that lap, and we're down to 4 minutes to go. So it's Fig from Fig on the screen, but that's Figueres, and we have behind him, it's we're currently with Figueredo, and he's gaining on him actually. So Howe is gaining on Figueres. It could be a change of 4th place towards the end of this race. We will obviously, as he goes wide, sprints through tired drivers and tired cars at this point. 40 minutes down and 4 minutes to go. The number 2 of... Oh, and another mistake for Figueredo. That's been the story of his race. The cars look great, and he's made a mistake. Now, Ilianis has taken 3/10 again out of the lead with 3.5 minutes to go. I assume that Pombo is just relaxing. And possibly what we ought to do now is pick up our second place man, who is going through TV turn 1 now and into TV turn 2. And that is our friend Augustin Llanes. And we'll look at him for a bit. But the man who's going to get the camera time coming soon, because he's about to become the Euro B champion, is going to be Pombo, Francesco Pombo, because he has a lead that is massive. It was 11 seconds. He went down to 9 and oh, an extra stop and a problem. An extra stop and a problem. Wow, Elias has got a really thirsty car, and that's probably going to take him out a second, actually. Yeah, they're coming out now. Suddenly we have a battle of a second and third, because Ilianis needed an extra stop and go, splash and go. That's a thirsty car he's got. Or it's just run thirsty. They thought it would. Look, there we go. Suddenly we have a battle for second right on the last couple of laps. There's only 2 minutes to go, and there's up inside goes Almeida. No, over he goes. Oh, Ilianis not stopping. And now we've got a battle for third. We drop back to the blue car again because he's been caught up by 6 of Figueres to Hound Figul. So that's your battle for third, and Cameron, he's dropped back from third to third already. So it's now third is Figul, and there's Almeida. They're battling hard, and it's coming together. So in all that action, Pombo's now leading by 4.5 months, and we're down to the last minute, just the last 2 minutes. And this is the battle for the bottom of the podium with a 6 machine of Figueres, and poor Almeida, who was running second, and then got kind of bullied out of both positions. But he's only about a second behind the podium spot, and he needs to put it down. And he's very nearly put it down in the hole in the track there as he goes over the double-double. You can just see in front of him, that's his quarry. That's the third place. That is Jaume Figul of Spain. Spain 1, 2, 3, 4 here in Madrid in Spain. It's really worked out as well as it possibly could for the home nation, and they have mastered this event. You can take nothing away from them. Brilliant stuff. It's not all home advantage, because some of them live hundreds of miles but just haven't lived in the same country. As they go round. Oh, what a big mistake. Always needs to wait more than that. And we're down to the last minute. Second and third and fourth is all slightly up for grabs, but tradition dictates at some point we're going to need to take Pombo. And what happened? The car's spinning off. Pombo goes over to start his penultimate lap. So Pombo will get an extra lap, I think. He will get an extra lap. Second place goes over. Third and fourth we're staying with. That is battle. Now I think we can actually take these two over the line because this is their last lap, and then Pombo will have half a lap of victory still to go, even though he's won it already. Unless something massive happens, Francesco Pombo is going to become your Euro B champion for Mugen Seiki for Spain. My bet is that Auguste Elias and Mugen Seiki will get second as well for Spain. When they cross this cut lap, they will be finished. And already over, and therefore one is Pombo. Pombo's won this, so we'll take the second and third and see what happens here. Currently, it looks like Figueroa and Almeida coming over together, and then second place Ilianes. Third is car 6 of Figueroa. We need to find our leader now. Where is car 1? Where is he? There he goes now, going towards the car park turn, and about to take the triple. He's one car more. He's the next car. Go tight. Not that car. One more. No. We're back. That car there. And that's our champion. Is Francesco Pombo over the line, and he showboats the machine for a fantastic victory. What can you say? What a great win. Francesco, that was a fantastic race. You made it look really, really easy.
Que la carrera que la has hecho muy limpia, muy fácil. ¿Cómo fue?
Pues al principio hemos salido fuertes, hemos intentado tirar, rodar, coger nuestro ritmo. A mitad de carrera me he desconcentrado un poco, veía que venían Agustín y Llanes, venía el grupito de atrás, venía apretando y al final, bueno, creemos que hemos quedado un poquitín sin rueda, pero vamos, perfecto. Ha sido una carrera súper divertida, la verdad, muy divertida.
He pushed at the beginning very hard to open some gap, then he wanted to administrate his advantage and look for some safe pace. At the end, yeah, he had some problems with the tires, but he was very happy with overall.
Francesco, congratulations, well done. Brilliant, Euro B champion. So, well, that is us. We have been here for many hours and many days. We're finishing several hours late. We thought it was 10 to 7 here. We thought we'd be back at the hotel by now. I'm afraid it's McDonald's for you, Frank. There's no chance of a lovely al fresco meal, but we've packed up. Anyway, I'd like to say thank you all for watching. Obviously, thank you to EFRA for having us here. Thank you very much to VRC Pro. Thank you to Team Durango. Thank you to my entire team. Thank you to Matt. Thank you to Frank. I'm supposed to thank myself. Thank you to Aldi for the car. Thank you for everything. In fact, thanks to the whole event. Thank you too. And that's it. So don't forget, the next live stream you'll see will be from Sweden in the second week of July, which will be the two-wheel drive electric off-road starting on the Monday, and then they've got 3 days of that. Then you have the four-wheel drive, so 6 days from Sweden, Trelleborg. We will be here as myself in Villarreal for the large-scale touring car, also in about 4 weeks' time. But until then, keep watching, keep going to www.rcracing.tv. We're always there. We've got new stuff every day when Frank can write it. And we hope to see you, and we'll see you again in about a month's time. Goodbye.